Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Sophia, and today's general pick a card reading is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just a few quick notes. This is a general reading, which means it will not resonate with every Aries that picks this video. So if the pile that you pick doesn't resonate, please just, you can either pick another pile, especially if you were torn between two to begin with, or you can of course just look elsewhere for another video on YouTube. There are many tarot readers on YouTube that do a wonderful job and do many pick a card readings, so just don't freak out if the pile didn't resonate with you. It probably just means that the message was for somebody else, okay? And I'm just gonna name our piles really quickly. I'm obviously running out of like nice things to put on top of the piles to help you choose. And on that note, although I do put stuff on top of my piles, I do encourage you to pick based on intuition and not from sight. So if there is a pile that your eyes immediately were drawn to when turning on the video, please just go with that one and not with the bracelet that you think looks the prettiest or the most aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, with that said, let's name the piles. So here we have pile number 1, which has this white bracelet. These are rainbow loom bracelets, by the way. I made these a really long time ago, but I went through a rainbow loom phase. But yeah, so this is that one. It has like pink, purple, and green butterflies on it. This is pile number 2. So this one also has white, but then it has like pink and blue swirls in the middle. And here we have pile number 3, which has like roses, like little rose type balls in the center, purple and red. Yeah. So take your time choosing your pile. Feel free to pause the video and I will see you guys at your pile. Okay? Okay, so for my Aries friends who picked this bracelet with the purple, green, and pink butterflies, this message is for you. Sorry, I can't seem to talk proper English today. Okay, let's see what you got. Oh yeah, you guys got two, you guys got a lot of cards. You guys got 2 Wild Offerings cards and 2 Wisdom Oracle deck cards. So, yeah. Let's see, Orphaned, Change in the Wind, Truth. Let's see if I can get all these in frame on the first try. I think I will though. 7 of Cups, okay. Star. Ace of Cups. Page of Wands. Moon of the Fool. And Knight of Swords. Okay. So let's see what we have here. So I'm sensing you guys are going through some kind of a transition right now, because we have like 2 very conflicting energies, or I'm seeing 2 very conflicting energies from a couple of cards. What's sticking out to me the most, or what stuck out to me the most first when I unveiled these cards, was we have the 7 of Cups here. So the 7 of Cups talks about somebody who has a lot of options but is very confused by everything. Like there's like a sense of confusion. There's like, you feel like a bit overwhelmed, and there's just like a lot going on right now, or there was a lot going on in the recent past. And yeah, like there's just like this sense of confusion. Like there's no real clarity as to like what's going on right now in your life, or you feel very conflicted. You feel very, you recently felt very, yeah, like confused for sure. I'm getting the message that it has to do with this has caused you to feel kind of orphaned or lonely, feeling this confused. Like I feel like you've kind of just like left, like you're definitely maybe in the recent past, like you've been feeling a bit left out, or you've been feeling confused, or like I said, like there hasn't been much clarity regarding a certain situation that you've been trying to like grasp. But there is change coming for sure, is what is like the overall message that Spirit wants you to to get, not just because of this literal card change in the wind right here, which is, you know, pretty obvious, but we also have the Star, and the Star talks about somebody who's very, there's something like magical about her for me. Like she's very insightful, like not like the High Priestess, which talks about reaching your higher self, but she's much more about, for me, being the best person that you can be, and there's something almost regal about her, even though she's not like a queen or a princess or anything like that. There's something very divine and beautiful about her. So I feel like this is like, you're gonna exude this like star energy, like, or you're beginning to, like, after this transition. I think you're currently going through a transition, or you're beginning to, or you will in the near future. You're definitely going to experience some change, but it's going to be change for the better for sure. It's interesting too because we have the Star, and also the Star talks about abundance as well. Sorry, I just shook the camera. And we have the Abundance card here. So with the Abundance card, it says, Divine Beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming your way. Lots of opportunities, lots of new things coming your way for sure. Like there's going to be a definite change. I feel like there's going to be a definite change from this energy of feeling alone and feeling confused and not clear. Maybe you're not really sure where your life is going. Like maybe you're kind of having a bit of a midlife crisis. Because I'm definitely getting a sense of, like, with all the rest of these cards, that you really are going through some kind of serious transition in your life. It doesn't matter in what aspect of your life. It could be anything. Take it however it resonates. We also have the Fool card here. And the Fool card is literally all about somebody who decides to take a leap of faith. You know, he's the first card in the tarot, and he's literally very happy-go-lucky, you know, carefree. You know, he's about to jump off this, like, or walk off this cliff, and the dog is, like, saying, no, like, you shouldn't, but then he's like, no, but, you know, like, it's what will be, and, like, hey, Sarah, like, I don't really care, like, everything's very, like, happy-go-lucky, and people say, oh, he's, you know, that's why he's called the Fool, because they think he's foolish, but really he's somebody that's very optimistic about life and has this very carefree attitude towards life, and I feel like that's the kind of attitude you're going to be moving into soon. There's also, it's interesting because we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is somebody who really charges into a situation like full force, no regrets, no fear, and I feel like it's interesting because, like, it's very similar to the Fool. Like, you guys are going into something not blindly. I think you know, you're letting things be. Like, you're kind of going with the flow. Like, I feel like you're going with the flow for sure. Like, it's interesting too because in the illustration here, in the a change in the wind, like, you can see the leaves blowing and they're just flowing where they will, and I feel like that's the same, like, with your attitude is soon going to be that. It's soon going to be very, like, this is how things are, like, this is what it is. I'm gonna, you know, like, take a chance on something new, something different, and I feel like it's definitely going to work out for you guys for sure. I feel like it's gonna make there's gonna be new abundance. You're gonna take on this, like, this star energy where it's just like you know, like, you're literally gonna be like a star. Like, you're gonna really embrace yourself. You know, you're gonna be really feeling yourself basically. And it's going to be really good. You also might get some news that's going to help with this for sure, because we have the Page of Wands here. So I definitely feel like you're going to get some kind of positive message that's going to help you maybe go through this transition. Maybe it's going to be a new job opportunity. Any kind of something new will be coming to you for sure. It could be something material that's going to inspire you to do something new. It doesn't matter, but you will get some kind of message, like literal message, like a piece of news that's really going to propel you forward into this change, into this Fool energy, and it's probably going to make things a lot clearer to you, as well as what I'm getting. It's going to be a lot clearer to you where, where you stand in life, and maybe if this is referring to a situation that you've been trying to figure out or get out of, you're probably going to get more clarity on that situation, and it's going to make you feel a lot better. You're not going to feel orphaned anymore. This definitely could be about a person. We have the Ace of Cups here. So it could be about a romantic partner, it could be about a close friend that you love very much, or a family member. The Ace of Cups talks about like a new abundance of love coming into your life, like new love, new light, new love, like a new abundance of love. So maybe you guys were recently in a situation with somebody that was very unclear, and it was very hot and cold, and you were getting frustrated because it was making you feel very isolated because you were so confused, but you're definitely going to come out of this. And it's interesting too, now that I see the truth, like now I'm paying attention to the truth card, because I think whatever this news is coming, it's definitely going to give you some closure about whatever this Seven of Cups situation was. Let me read the truth card really quickly right here. So it says, when everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. Yeah, so I feel like you also kind of know the truth already, but you're gonna get some kind of news that's gonna expose. I don't want to say expose the truth, but like you're probably gonna get some more clarity on what the hell is going on, like with this Seven of Cups, because like the Seven of Cups energy is always about there not being clarity regarding a certain situation, and there's just a lot of confusion, and it's, everything's blurry and you don't understand. But I think you're definitely gonna the truth will be revealed to you, and it's gonna make it a lot better for you to make some changes in your life for the better, for sure. And it's gonna work out for you, and I feel like you're gonna find a new abundance of love and new opportunities that may inspire like love. It could be you might be switching to a job that's a lot more of what you want. It could be anything. Anything new that you love. Could be a person, a material thing, a career. It doesn't matter. But all that matters really is that it's not going to be the Seven of Cups situation anymore, and you're not going to feel lonely anymore, is what I'm getting from Spirit. And you're going to have all of this abundance, and you're going to really reach this great stage in your life where you feel like a star, and you have a lot of potential, and you're beautiful, and I mean, I'm sure you're already beautiful. Like, everybody's beautiful in their own way, but you're really going to be able to exude that beauty a lot more now that you're not going to be in this Seven of Cups situation, okay? So, yeah, that's the message that I'm getting for my Pile 1 Aries people. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please comment down below if it resonated, and I really hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. Okay, for my Aries people who picked pile number 2 with these little blue and pink swirls in this rainbow loom bracelet, this message is for you. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have deep knowing. Ooh, sorry, my cards are all over the place. Okay, deep knowing. Self-acceptance, very important. Judgment. King of Cups. The Tower, okay. Three of Pentacles. Temperance. And the Devil card, okay. So, let's see here. This is an interesting spread. So you guys don't freak out. Yes, I know both the Devil and the Tower are here. I feel like you guys are... I feel like this is all very much about you, about a certain mental state that you're in. That's the vibe that I'm getting for sure. I feel like you guys are in some kind of deep internal conflict with yourself. We have the Devil card here, and the Devil card talks about being chained to a certain mentality or idea, like having an obsession or an addiction with something. And then the Tower card does talk about, it talks about sudden change, yes, but it also talks about, you know, like there's chaos, there's some, you know, like there's something chaotic and almost detrimental going on. And I feel like this is very much about how your mental state is as of right now. There's something that's making, that you might be obsessing over, that's causing you a lot of inner turmoil. Something that you're addicted to that's causing you inner turmoil. And it's affecting you for sure. I think that you're trying to I think Spirit like is definitely showing though that you're going to be able to get out of this by doing a couple of things. I think first, Spirit is saying to be patient with yourself for sure. To be patient with yourself. It's very easy for us to get impatient with ourselves, especially when we feel like we're failing, or when we're struggling to come out of this kind of obsessive behavior. It's very hard because when you obsess about something, you're constantly thinking about it, and you can't seem to find a way to stop thinking about it, and you know, you can't help but cause all this chaos in your head, and making your life harder for yourself when you don't have to. But it's very hard to come out of that kind of mentality. But I feel like Spirit is definitely saying to be very patient with yourself. There's no point in getting impatient, because I feel like it's the impatience that the Tower is referring to. I feel like what's happening is that you're becoming very impatient with yourself, and that's what's causing this Tower energy, this inner turmoil. And there's almost like this sense of shame that you feel this, that you're addicted to whatever it is that you're addicted to, or that you have this obsession, or you feel chained to this one thing. And I feel like Spirit is definitely saying to be patient and not to worry. And like, I think he's also trying to say, you know, like this stuff takes work, and you're gonna have to work on yourself. Like, take the time to work on yourself and work on this issue. And also, I think the Three of Pentacles also talks about having the skill set to do the work. So there's also an element of the Strength card for me in this Three of Pentacles card. Like, you have the strength to do the work on yourself, and that's what Spirit is saying to you as well. Like, you have the tools, the right emotional tools already in yourself to really be patient with yourself and come out of this devil energy that has been plaguing you for a little while now. I feel like this is something that's been going on for a little while now, and that's why we've reached this Tower energy right here, because that's just like everything's kind of blown up like in your face, like you feel like it has, like there's just like this very much of a sense of being overwhelmed by it all and almost feeling disappointed in yourself. But I really hope that you don't, because you know, like we all have moments like that where, you know, we get fixated on one thing, and it's very hard to break that fixation. But if you're patient with yourself and you tell yourself that it's okay, and that can happen sometimes, and you take the time to work on and find ways as to how to get out of that mentality, everything will be okay. And I think that, you know, like you're gonna have to make some kind of decision as to what to do for yourself. Like, you're gonna have to make some life changes. You're gonna have to really assess what it is that's keeping you from moving away from this devil energy. So you know, if this is about a person, you may have to temporarily cut this person out of your life, as sucky as that sounds. You may, if this is about maybe having an addiction to, I don't know, like, I don't want to say drugs or anything, but in case you guys are, like, do have a drug addiction or something, or even something a little lighter than that, like a food addiction, like sugar, you're gonna have to make a decision of how you want to go about getting out of this devil energy, because there's no, you know, the only way to get out of the devil energy is to really make the effort to stop and gain control again of your own decisions. Because, you know, here the devil is in control. Like, he has these two people chained, and they're almost like his servants. But you don't have to be chained to that. You choose what you're chained to. You know, it's all about mental toughness, and it's all about making conscious decisions to be better to yourself, you know. And Spirit is saying that if you're patient with yourself and you accept the fact that it might take a while, you know, and even though you will have to make decisions, like, you can make those decisions, but even after that, it's still going to be hard. But Spirit is reminding you to be patient with yourself, and you can do the work. You can make these decisions to be better and to be better and to really make the steps to get out of whatever it is that you're struggling with. Again, like, if this isn't resonating for you and this is resonating for somebody that you know, then for sure take it. Like, again, this reading is whatever you make it, whatever you make of the message. So if this is somebody else and not you, then for sure, like, Spirit is saying that this person is just, it's going to take some time for them to get out of this, but they can. The reason why I thought it's for a vast majority of you, it is about you, is because we have the self-acceptance card right here. And I'm going to read it out loud. It says, nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our sorry, I can't even talk today. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. Yeah. So I feel like this card kind of contradicted what I said before about working on it. Well, I don't think that this card is saying that you shouldn't work on yourself, even though it says the exact opposite in writing, I know, but I think by what it means by that is that you need to trust yourself that you can do this. Don't think about it. Don't go into it thinking, I have to make serious changes in myself. Like, you are the way that you are. Like, everybody is the way that they are. Like, we all have our core being, and if we try and change that, then we lose who we are. But we just need to modify ourselves and to trust that we can make the changes that we have to make. And I feel like self-acceptance is very much in line with the Temperance card. I feel like it's trying to say, look, like, you're gonna fall down a couple of times in this situation, in this transformation that you're going through or about to go through, and you have to be patient with yourself, because it's not going to go perfectly. It's going to be messy, and it's going to feel like a lot, and you're going to want to give up sometimes. But to be patient and remember that you do have the strength and the skills to do what you have to do to get out of this devil energy and to really help yourself. Like, I think I'm definitely getting the message that Spirit is saying you can do this. Like, you can help yourself. And of course, I always encourage people to ask for help, ask for help from others, of course. Like, I don't think anybody could ever do self-transformation completely alone, but a majority of it has to be done alone, because nobody is you but you. So yeah, excuse me, I kind of burped. Ooh, excuse me again, sorry. And with this King of Cups energy, it's interesting. Yes, this means it could be about love, it could be about being in a situation that maybe isn't the best, but I still feel like this is much more about you internally. But I feel like the King of Cups represents you as a person, like what in your mind is going on, and I feel like you're feeling a lot of things. Like, you have a lot of emotions going on right now. I feel like you have a lot of emotion trapped in that little brain of yours, and that's why also it's causing a lot of chaos inside and internal conflict because of this devil energy. It's like you can't get rid of it. But it's interesting because I feel like you're very much internalizing it, like you're keeping it to yourself. You're very much restraining yourself. Like, I feel like you're trying your best to give off the impression that you're okay, and that all that you're feeling is not as profound and overwhelming as you think it is. And I feel like Spirit is also saying with these cards then in relation to the King of Cups, sorry, I keep making these cards go out of frame, but yeah, I feel like Spirit is definitely saying to with this Three of Pentacles too, it makes sense, like, to show people that you're struggling, or to show people that you're trying to better yourself, that you're trying to break a bad habit, and that maybe they have some insight, like in this illustration here, the artist is showing off his work and these two people are admiring it. So I feel like you may not want to say anything out loud about how you're doing inside, but maybe that's the best thing to do, you know? Like, you can never really go through this fully alone, you know? And I think that also this is Spirit saying, like, you aren't alone, you know? Like, you aren't, I'm getting the message that you aren't alone, and that it's okay to be doing this work on yourself, but still make it clear to other people that you're making the effort, you know? And I think people will respect you a lot for it. And they will also probably help you to reach this place of self-acceptance too, and of patience, you know? And here we have the Deep Knowing card for our advice card. And so again, I feel like very much with this Three of Pentacles, and with this Three of Pentacles, yeah, I think especially, like, you have the skill set, like, you have what it takes. I feel like you already know some of the decisions that you have to make. Like, you already know the kinds of decisions you have to make to be better, like to make this situation better, to make yourself feel better. It's just, and it's something that you know deep inside. Maybe you haven't discovered it yet, but you will. And I think Spirit is saying, you know, take the time to really sit down with yourself and think about this. Like, think about what it is that is causing you this addiction, this pain, this inner turmoil. Like, really think about it. Like, think about it, and I think the answer will come to you. The answer will come to you, and it's going to help you really find, it's going to help you accept you for you. And self-acceptance is something everybody has to work on. Nobody ever, I think, really fully accepts who they are until later on in life. But learning self-acceptance is very important when you're growing up, especially if you're a young adult like me. Learning self-acceptance is extremely important. And I feel like if you don't, if you internalize all of this, it's gonna backfire on you, because then you lose this temperance, you lose this patience with yourself, and you let yourself go into these loops of internal conflict and chaos, and you get stuck. You get stuck for sure. I think the devil is also talking about how you tend to get stuck in these cycles, and it's because you haven't really taken the time to sit down and figure things out, you know, figure things out for yourself. And I think that's what Spirit wants you to do. And he's saying you have the strength, you have the skill set, you have the environment, the people around you, you have the right people around to help you if you need them. And don't internalize all of it on your own, and be patient with yourself, okay? And I know that this is a lot, like the Tower and the Devil at once, and you're probably feeling a lot too, also with this King of Cups. Like, you're also feeling a lot. And I can feel that you're feeling a lot, and I get that. I'm a Cancer. I feel all the time, and I feel intensely. So this is very intense feelings, but just make the decisions that you have to, even if they're hard, okay? Because you can do it. You can do it for sure, okay? You have the skills, you have the strength, you have I think you have almost this gift of deep knowing. Like, you know what you have to do. It's just a matter of taking some action, okay? And I know as an Aries that you have the capability to take action. It's what you're known for, okay? Okay, so thank you so much, Pile 2, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, for watching this video. I hope it resonated. Leave a comment down below if it did, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Okay, for my Aries people who picked pile number 3 with this, with the Rainbow Loom bracelet with the purple and red little rose ball things, this message is for you. Sorry, that didn't really focus. Alright, it doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. Oops, sorry. So we have Observer. Relationship, okay. Page of Coins, the Empress, interesting. Oh yeah, and you guys got 4 Rider-Waite tarot cards. 4 ones to come out for you. And the Hermit, the Empress. Whoa, this is a lot. This is a lot of major, whoa, this is a lot of major arcana cards. Whoa, okay. Wow, that's a lot. Whoa. Wow, that's a lot. Ooh. All right, well. All right, so let's see what we got here, you guys. Let's see what we got here. Wow, we have got a lot of Major Arcana cards here. We have 4 of them. We have the Empress, we have the High Priestess, we have the Hermit, and we have the Hierophant. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Woo! That's a lot of different energies right here. We've got some Taurus energy, we have Virgo energy, we have Cancer energy and Pisces energy. Oh wow, this is a lot. Empress energy, some more Taurus, I think. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Let me take a minute here, because this is like a lot of energies. Like just a lot of people too. Like I feel like this is like, wow. I've never seen this before. Wow. Okay. The first correlation that I'm making here is this Hermit card is jumping out to me with the Observer card. And also kind of with the Hierophant. This is somebody that takes their time. I feel like this is referring to you. Like this, yeah. Like this is somebody that takes their, oops, I keep dropping this card. This is somebody that takes their time, the Hermit. I feel like this is somebody who's a bit shy, who's a bit, you may be on the shyer side, you're a little, you're like a little secluded, like you kind of sit back and relax and watch other people do the work. You're very much a learner too. I feel like you sit back and you learn things, and you observe, and you're there's somebody here that's quiet. I feel like this is I feel like there's multiple people involved in this. Whatever this reading is about, it's probably about somebody else too. Yeah, I feel like it's interesting. I feel like these cards represent one person, and then this is you. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting that you're watching somebody from afar, or like, yeah, like you're watching somebody from afar. I definitely feel like you're watching somebody from a distance, and you're being kind of shy about it, like you know, like you, again, doesn't have to be romantically involved. It could be a friend that you, or somebody that you want to be friends with, or it's, you know, you can still, like, stalk somebody. I'm not saying you guys are stalkers, but, like, it still could be somebody that you know that you maybe are not in contact with anymore, and you kind of want to get back into contact with them. Again, it could be a family member too, you don't know. But I definitely am getting the message that this is one person, and then this is the other person. I feel like you're almost admiring. Ooh, sorry, I keep shaking the camera. You're almost admiring this person, because there's something very not only regal, but something otherworldly about them. Like there's something very special about them. Especially with this High Priestess card. This High Priestess talks about somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who is also very observant, and somebody who's able to really understand people right off the bat, like, and has great intuition about people and things and situations, and they're just very there's something almost not completely human about them. They're like a goddess. Like there's something godly about them. There's something that separates them from the rest, and that's also with the Empress card. There's something very you know, because this is like in the Golden Tarot, the Empress is represented by the Virgin Mary. So yeah, there's something very special that you find about this person. Like there's something, like this person is like very nurturing, like she's incredibly nurturing, she or he. I'm saying she because the Virgin is on the card, but this person is very nurturing, very caring. There's something, while at the same time being very intuitive and very all-knowing almost, and very practical too. Like somebody very practical, knows who they are, knows their worth, knows what they want in their life, like just knows themselves, and is exudes this type of confidence that it's not obvious, it's kind of subtle, their confidence, but they're very practical for sure. They're very, very practical, very incredibly intuitive. I'm getting like a lot of strong, like these are, you and this person are very strong characters, like very much so. Like I feel like you, even though this is for an Aries, you know, again, this is not just for an Aries sun, it's for an Aries sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So depending on the placement, the certain aspects of an Aries that come out more will differ. But you know, even still, I know that this kind of contradicts who an Aries is, because an Aries tends to not be shy. They tend to be a lot more outgoing, forthright, you know. But I feel like this person makes you stop for a second. Like this person makes you stop and think. You know, they make you stop and think like, oh, like that's interesting. Like they kind of stop you in your tracks almost. Like they almost challenge you, not directly, because like this person, I don't think they're, you know, they're not very confronting, but like they like they make you kind of shy. They bring out this shyness in you. Like you get a little like shy around them, and like you get almost intimidated by this energy that they have. Like you get intimidated by this otherworldliness that they have, and it makes you kind of want to retreat, because you feel like, oh wow, like I don't, you know, like how can I be around somebody that has such this strong feeling and aura about them. But you also want to learn, like you also want to like know them better, like you want to be around them at the same time, is what I'm getting. Like you want to be around them, like you want to get to know them better, you want to learn their ways, like you want to be more like them, you know, and you're constantly observing them. And I think Spirit is saying, like, if it's okay that you're observing them. Like, I think observing them is the right thing to do. Like, since this is the advice card, I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, like, you could learn. Like, you can learn a lot from this person. And it's interesting. We have the Page of Coins here. So I feel like this person could approach you soon. Or you might feel like you can approach them soon. And I feel like they're going to bring a lot of abundance into your life. I feel like they're going to be a very good influence to your life, that, you know, they're going to bring a lot to you, like this richness to they're going to add richness to your life, they're going to add value to your life as well, like that, you know, they're going to really make a difference, is what I'm getting for sure. They're really going to make a difference in your life. And I feel like you're maybe right now debating, you're back and forth about wanting to approach this person for sure. You're back and forth. I feel like you're letting this Hermit energy kind of take you seesawing. Like you're seesawing between, oh, like, do I approach this person? Like, how do I approach this person? Like, if you already know this person, and you're trying to reconnect with them, I definitely don't think it's like somebody you're already close to, because like why, you know, like why would you be nervous like to approach them? But I feel like you maybe, like, either you and this person have been in separation, or something's happened. Like if you do in fact know this person, and maybe you're in a state of, you know, you're seeing them, you've started seeing them around again, and now you want to reconnect, but you're kind of seesawing between, oh, like what's the best decision to do, because like I don't know, like this person definitely like makes you feel different, is my point. Obviously it's very hard to put into words, because I mean, I'm just getting a very strong auras from this High Priestess and this Empress. They're just such strong presences in the tarot for me. Like they're just very strong presences. Like there's just something so graceful in pure about them, and I feel like you very much admire that. I feel like you're very much in awe of this person in some way, shape, or form, and if you do know this person already, like, you always have felt that way. Like, you've felt very in awe of this person, of how graceful and beautiful and, you know, understanding and how all of this, and how nurturing and caring this person is. Like, this person just seems to be, like, the whole package, to be honest. Like, this person just seems to be a very good person, and you seem to know this, but for some reason you're shying away, and you're choosing to just try and observe and learn from that person instead of approaching them. But I feel like, and you're feeling very back and forth, but I feel like, Spirit is saying, no, like, you should approach this person, or this person might even approach you, because there's a chance that this person has been noticing you as well. Like, you know, like, again, this person is very intuitive, so they probably get the sense that you've been watching them. You know, they're not stupid, you know, like, the High Priestess is definitely, in my opinion, one of the most powerful, and I'm not saying that just because there's an astrological link to, like, Cancers and, like, to the High Priestess. Like, no. I'm pretty sure there is. I'll double check on that. I think it's Pisces and Cancer with the High Priestess. But anyway, yeah, I know Cancer has an astrological link to, I don't know why I'm talking about Cancer. This is not about me. But, the Chariot and the Moon, but I think also the High Priestess, but I'm not, oh my god, I need to stop talking about Cancer. Okay, sorry, this is about Aries. Sorry. I got self-centered there for a minute. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I just feel like you guys have been very hesitant, because you're almost, like, entranced by this person. Like, you're very much entranced by this person. This person just seems like a wow person. But I feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, they're a wow person, so why the frick aren't you going for it? Like, like, why the frick aren't you, like, making any kind of move? Again, doesn't have to be romantic. I'm sure for a good amount of it will probably resonate romantically, but it can be about, you know, like, maybe you met somebody new that you think you could have a great friendship with. Like, that happens all the time. That's happened to me, like, with some of my college friends. Like, you just know, like, right away that the person is, like, you know, a very, you know, special person that you connect with right away, and you know that you guys will make a, you know, great friendship. So it can be that, or you could be reconnecting with a family member. Just take it however it resonates. But yeah, Spirit is definitely saying, like, this person will want to approach you, or you will reach a point where you want to approach them, and that's good. But I feel like you need to reach a state where you're not so back and forth about it, because I feel like you guys have just, you know, this person makes you uncharacteristically shy. Like, Aries can be shy. Like, I have Aries friends who they're shy. They have a shyness, and of course, again, it depends on what your natal chart looks like. But Aries in general are not the shy people. They're very much go-getters. But I feel like this person is so, like, wow. Like, this person is so like, profound in your eyes that you don't even know how to begin to approach them, you know? And then we have the card relationship, which I think touches on what I was just trying to explain about Spirit just saying to go for it and try and develop some kind of relationship with this person. I'm going to read this. It says, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Yeah, so I feel like Spirit is just saying, like, you should honestly just go with this person. Like, trying, you know, stop observing. Like, observing is great, but I feel like you've done enough observing, and you should just, like, approach this person about, like, being like, hey, like, I think you're really cool. Again, like, you don't have to be, like, observing this person from afar. Like, you could be, like, actively talking to this person, but they don't really know the extent to which they have an effect on you, is my point. Like, they don't realize, like, how much they connect with you. Like, they don't realize how much they've begun to mean to you, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is the beginning of a great relationship. Like, again, doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is, I feel like this is the start of something great between two people, which is really refreshing. Like, I feel like this is the kind of person that you need, you know, and I feel like you know that too, for sure. But yeah, like this is really good. Like this is a really interesting reading. Like this is like really interesting. But yeah, so basically Spirit is saying, you know, this person is special. They are a special person. And I feel like you know this, which is why you're studying them. You want to almost be like them. Like there's a part of you that wants to be like them, and you want to reach this level of wisdom that they have, you know. You want to reach that same level of wisdom that they have. So, yeah. Well, it's lucky that you met this person. I mean, if you've already known this person for a while, you know, again, then you guys were probably, I'm getting the message that you may have been in separation. This person's coming back into your life, but Spirit is definitely saying, like, don't let this person go, because they're special, and you know, you can learn a lot from them, and I think they'll definitely bring you like out of your shell, and they're gonna show you things about yourself that you may have never known, and it's gonna be a great relationship. And all it takes is for somebody to approach the other, and I feel like Spirit is saying that you should be the one to do it, for sure, because you know, you're the Aries. You go, you know, use that Aries to wherever it's placed. You know, it doesn't matter if it's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, doesn't matter. Like, use that Aries energy to really just go. You know, like, go after them. Okay. All right, that was really interesting. So thank you so much to my pile 3 Aries people. I hope that resonated. Please leave a comment down below if it did, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, this is the last part of my Aries video. I'm gonna pick the next sign that has a video coming out. Again, I'm really sorry for the delays in coming out and uploading my videos. Like I've said before, I mentioned before on my Instagram, if you don't follow me, like here, I'm going to put my username right here in the corner. Yeah, I'm juggling a lot of things right now. I'm in addition to this YouTube channel, I also have a full-time internship here at home, so I'm trying to juggle the work that I have for them, for my boss, and also starting my own YouTube channel. But yeah, so thank you so much for all of the people who are watching my videos, who are being very patient, and also to any of my Instagram followers who are being very patient and see the updates and see my all my posts that say, oh, it'll be up in 2 days or like in a day, and it's not, so I apologize. I'm gonna try and be better at that. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna shuffle these last 3 cards. So yeah, sorry if like, or I apologize if your sun sign or one of your signs has not, I'm sure like one of your signs has definitely already been in a video, because there's only 3 left, and there are 4 planets that I mentioned being, that it could resonate with for you guys, so yeah. At this point, I'm just like putting the cards like this. Okay, I'm gonna go with this, okay? And let's see who's next. Libra, my Libra friends are next. So my next video will be for Libra. What do my Libra friends need to know? Okay, thank you so much, you guys. Bye.